Hello, friends. My name is Brian Nystrom, and you are listening to the Greenlight Weekend podcast. This is quarantine episode number 5. If you listen a lot, you know we've been kind of pumping out more than usual, 2 to 3 a week. This episode, I have a co-host with me, a guest host. He goes by the name of David Oakley. You guys know him. You love him. He's probably the most recurring guest on the podcast, and therefore holds the position of guest co-host, while this whole corona thing is going down. As everybody knows, Phil's having a child this month in like 2 weeks, so he's not willing to risk it, and I totally understand. My girlfriend works at a bank. I could be, somebody that passes it on to Phil. It's really just not worth it. But yeah, so we had Dave Oakley, and we had a good time. I was just skipping through the podcast. We recorded it about a week ago. I was just skipping through, and it turns out we talked a lot about dicks, which is to be expected. Dave actually ended up hanging out that night. We did another podcast that will be audio only with Diego Del Fresco. We had some technical difficulties, but I'll talk about that in a couple days. So, yeah, you know where to find Dave at Dave O Laughs on Twitter and Instagram, Dave Oakley on Facebook. You can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram and Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook. Most of these have a full video with them on YouTube. You should go check that out. Shout out to everybody that's been hitting up the YouTube. The numbers have been going up, and I appreciate it. I would also like to give a shout out to our the people that listened to us most recently, Durango, Albuquerque, Hobbs, New Mexico, which was a bit of a surprise for me. Shout out to Hobbs, New Mexico, LA, Austin, Hamar, Norway. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I think that's my boy Trip. He does the intro, outro music for all the episodes at Hip Hop Trip on SoundCloud. The link will be in the description. And shout out to Glasgow, UK. Started listening recently. So, yeah, thank you for everybody that listens, new listeners, old listeners. If you wouldn't mind, rate, review, subscribe, all that jazz. Honestly, I just hope everybody's doing okay, and I hope that we're putting out something that makes you laugh and kind of gives you a bit of normality. I don't know. That's what the podcast is doing for me. I can't do stand-up, so at least I get to come in here and bullshit with my comedian friends. We got more episodes coming. I guess I'm going to stop rambling on. I told you guys how to find us. I hope you guys are being safe. Without further ado, enjoy this episode with the great and powerful David Oakley.
I keep trucking, pushing around in my bucket. Coming up, I'm 25, and man, I'm feeling real lucky. Got something big on the way. I keep that radio bumping all season. Ain't no reason that them stations give me no love, and I love it. And I give it all to the public. I'm busting, I'm running, I'm jumping round. All of the dumbest prima donnas. Did they forget the date and come up from nothing? I want nothing of it. The front and man, I'm pushing my buttons, okay? I'm just feeling yeah, alright.
Quarantine episode number 5. What's up?
Has begun.
Oh, this has been fun, man. It's been fun recording so many episodes. And since there's no stand-up comedy, like, at night, I've literally been in here every fucking night editing videos.
That's great, dude. Gives you something positive, productive to do, and it's fun, and sometimes the podcasts are funny, and hopefully it's entertaining people.
Yeah, hopefully. I guess people listen or they don't. But if this is your first time listening, thanks for listening. Like, rate, subscribe, all that nonsense. Tell your friends. Dave Oakley's the stand-in host.
Correct.
After... So the cheese is having a kid, obviously. Everybody knows if you listen, and he's not willing to risk passing on anything to his beautiful baby mama, fiance, and because apparently it cannot pass from mother to child, but if she tests positive, she can't hold the baby after giving birth. So that just seems like
she would have to induce labor.
No, it wouldn't. She can't hold.
After
birth.
I thought you meant in the belly.
No, after birth, she wouldn't be able to hold the baby.
Yeah.
That just seems like bullshit, and I totally understand why Phil is not interested in risking it.
I forgot to tell you, I saw Phil in public the other day.
Oh, yeah? Where was he?
I was surprised to see. It was at Steamworks a couple days ago. I was just picking up our lunch before we shut down for good, and he was there getting food for him and Coel.
Nice. Just picking up through the window?
Yeah, picking up through the window, and
well,
he
you
left
can,
right away.
You can keep your distance.
I know, I did. I was like, I won't get too close. I know how you are.
Before shit went down, like, I owed Phil like $50 or something, and he came to pick it up. And he's like, I just put it on the table, and he's like, cool, like, held his breath, picked it up off the coffee table, put it in his pocket, and went across the room, and then started talking to me again. And I was just like, all right, I'm not going to approach you, right? That's just like last time when Trevin came to pick you up, and I went to hug him, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
And I was like, pound? And he's like, no. And I was like, elbow? And he's like, don't touch me.
Dude, he made me sit in the back seat.
Did he roll down the windows?
No, I don't
makes
think
so much sense, though.
It's so funny, dude. I don't care.
But we were
That
so
was a
drunk
huge
that
homie,
night.
That was such a homie
It
move.
was.
It was my birthday, and I was literally going to be stuck here, which obviously there's worse places, but
Right.
Kat wasn't even here, and she wanted to hang on my birthday as well.
Well, Kelly would. When Kelly got here, she would have figured it out.
Okay,
But,
well,
yeah.
I mean,
she told me later. She's like, I would have driven Dave home, and I was like,
Okay.
Trevin's on it.
Okay.
What's the
Well,
problem?
that's very nice to know. I mean, because like I was thinking about that the next day, and I texted Trevor, and I was like, dude, what you did was a real homie move. I really appreciate it, and it was, regardless.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as I knew, I was stuck and hammered. I mean, I couldn't, and no taxis.
No, we were drunk.
Yeah, it's evidenced in the second
Yeah,
episode.
that episode came out a couple days ago. Check that out. Quarantine episode number 4.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 and 4. We did those 2 in one day.
Yeah, 3 we were pretty strong. But 4, I was editing the video yesterday. Very entertaining.
Really?
Like, we come out hot, dog.
Okay.
Like, right away, I was like, oh, this shit's funny. I
Yeah.
didn't even know this happened.
Yeah, that was a perk of the booze, I guess, that day.
It happens.
The booze, the quarantine. I mean, it's making us all weird and silly.
Yeah, and this is awesome. Like, I still haven't got the balls to do, like, a solo episode. You know, a lot of people are doing that, the big guys.
Yeah.
But they're also having certain guests and stuff. But
We need to figure out how to do a video thing. Because that's how, like, I watched the Legion of Skanks today where they were all in their homes, but they had some sort of software where it's like...
do you know what app they were using?
No, I don't. But
Yeah.
it was interesting, though, because they said when... like, they mentioned it, like, they were talking amongst each other, but during the podcast, and it was like Dave Smith telling Jay, as soon as you start talking, the camera switches to your face, which I'm like, that's some pretty cool tech right there.
That's like Joe Rogan's, yeah.
Is it? Okay, but we wouldn't even need, I mean.
It's a program. It's called, I forget what it is. I can figure it out.
That smells good.
So,
Yeah.
what you grew, crit, right?
Yeah.
This is what it looks like indoor.
This is indoor crit.
When it's handled
Ooh.
very, very well.
That looks so much nicer than what I grew.
Yeah, indoor always looks better than outdoor.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
My good friend that gave us the plant, who shall not be named, he grew some indoor and dropped me off a little care package yesterday.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, I see the similarities, but definitely this is just like
It's another
a
level.
honed version. Yeah, it's a whole nother level. Plus
Well, and just indoor is the
Always
best
better.
outdoor ever. If you put it up next to indoor, the indoor looks better. It doesn't mean it smokes better, but
yeah?
it means it looks better.
Yeah.
But as far as quality goes, indoor, it's the only way to really control the
And
environment.
regulate everything.
Yeah, because you have humid days outside, you have dry days, you have
Mhm.
bugs, you have fucking mold.
Yeah.
There's so many issues that can arise, and a lot of those can happen indoor, but not if you're a pro, you know.
Well, they got those like humidity. Wow, fuck. I don't know. Is it a regulator?
Humidifier?
Just a humidity reg. Well, the things where like if it senses the humidity is
It's a
getting too high, it'll lower it.
It's essentially a controller. Yeah, like a
Controller,
temperature
yeah.
controller
Yeah,
or
yeah.
humidity controller.
I've
yeah.
seen those like in the nice setups, obviously, and
Yeah, humidity controller. It'll
Gotta
basically
have it.
turn on an exhaust fan, usually, because that just gets the moisture out of the room.
Right.
It gets the air out of the room, whether it's wet or dry.
right.
But you don't want it too wet because most of the time you're pulling air through your lights. So pulling moisture through high voltage lights isn't a great idea.
Nope.
But look, around here we don't have to worry about that too much. It's a very
Right.
dry climate. And
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not introducing, like if you leave a bucket of water
Mm-hmm.
in a grow room, you will increase the humidity substantially. It's so interesting how
Yeah.
it works.
It's fun, dude.
It's really fun. It's easy to fuck up, and it's never cheap.
Nah. Yeah, I wish I had a spot to grow something this year. I don't think I'm going to. I mean, I don't inside for sure. Well, I guess like we talked about last week, I mean, I might be able to talk to my landlord who's
a homie.
He smokes. Yeah, and maybe I don't know, but you know that puts other people.
You wouldn't be able to grow anything big for one.
Well, we could do 6 plants legally, right?
Yeah, but you'd
So-
have to grow them small, which means you'd have to flower them really early, and I can help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be. I mean, I'll ask him just, especially if we're I mean, dude, who knows how long this fucking lockdown shit's gonna last?
Alright.
That would be great.
It's hard to think about moving to Phoenix.
I know it.
You know?
I
'Cause
know.
it's just like, who fucking knows what's gonna happen?
I was talking to.
Hopefully everything's great.
I was talking to this guy today, who actually gave me a job, side job. Hey.
What?
But he was like, you know, I don't see this being a short-term thing. He's like, even if everything goes back to normal, people are still going to be wary to go out for a long time. It's going to be like a long ascension of normalcy, you know, before things really get back to normal, dude. So
As far as bars, restaurants, entertainment, for sure.
that's all my jobs.
Exactly. That's
Like,
fair.
And
I think restaurants are going to be the first thing to come back. I think things like stand-up comedy, live music, I think those are going to be a lag.
Yeah.
But also, when people are pent up and they've been stuck inside for so long, maybe they're just going to want to but they're going to be scared.
Dude, yeah. I was thinking today, and I almost texted you about it, but then I figured I'd just talk to you about it over here. But, dude, I'm, like, kind of thinking, I don't know if you saw Rec Room Durango, Pat, put this thing up where he wants to do, like, a big outdoor concert with music. And then I was like, dude, I'll perform for free. He's like, that's a great idea. We can get stand-up comics to perform between the bands.
I'm into
And
that.
I was like, I'll do it.
Any day,
yeah,
anytime.
exactly. And I was like, I'll talk to my friends. I'm sure they'll be down. So I imagine, you know, a few of us can do that. But I also was thinking about like a welcome back show or something like that. Like, you know, where it's just.
If we could organize
bunch
it
of
with
us do-
Ryan, that'd be dope.
What do you mean?
Like, do it at the embassy.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's a small, confined space, but what were you thinking? You know?
I didn't have a venue picked out yet. I just.
How appropriate would it be, like a Monday at El Rancho, though? Like,
Yeah.
it would
But
feel
no,
good.
I want to do it at a place like the embassy. But I would even, dude, I went and checked out Ryan's dad's distillery.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that room is sick. Like, I want to do a show there. But what I was thinking was doing like 4 or 5 comics and we do like 20 minutes a piece. Like we'll maybe have some like a couple openers, but like give the comics here in Durango that have been grinding hard and everything got halted, you know. But like, I'm sure a lot of us are gonna have a lot of new material. Like, you know, let's see if we can pull together 20 minutes a piece and do that. And that's a nice welcome back, like throwing yourselves back into the wolves.
20 is a relatively. I mean, I like the idea, and if you ask me, I would. Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I am asking
I would
you.
take 20 minutes anytime, but I almost like 10 to 15, and then maybe an open mic after.
Maybe 15. Maybe do 4 comics, 15 minutes piece. That's 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then do maybe like 30 minutes of feature, like of opener / feature beforehand, and then afterwards we'll put on a mic for anybody that's.
Dude, I like
interested.
the idea of mics going after.
Okay.
Because the crowd is pretty fatigued by then. Like, there's special cases like Dolores where they're going to stay no matter what. This is the only goddamn thing going on in town. I'm
Right.
in here. There's beer. Like, I'm gravy.
Yeah.
You know, but in most situations, people have options and they get fatigued, you know. Like, at the ranch, historically, the first 2 or 3 comics didn't have a good crowd. The
Right.
last 2 or 3 comics didn't have a good crowd.
That's
It was
right.
that middle spot that
The
where
sweet
it
spot,
usually
dude.
warmed up. And every once in a while, there'd be a great afterwards.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're booking people and people are preparing to do 15 minutes, yeah, put them in that sweet spot in the middle.
Yeah.
And then have the open mic. That way, everybody in town that wants to do comedy can still do it. But you get after the show, you know?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what it was at that fucking.
That's what it was in Phoenix.
And Phoenix, it was
Huh.
was that a ramen? No, the ramen place was in Denver.
Oh, you're
Well,
talking
the
about
Vietnamese place.
Yeah. Was it Focow?
Yeah, Focal. Yeah,
Huh.
that's what they did.
Well, that's
They did their 3 showcases,
yeah.
which was they only did like 5 minutes piece, but still, like that was the format. They did the showcase first, and then they did 20 open micers after that.
Yeah, the mic 30, I think.
30. Yeah.
But the mic I went to at the Crescent Ballroom was the same. Matt Micheletti's hot mic.
Yeah.
He had like 4 booked comics, and then the mic started.
Okay.
And-
yeah, that's cool.
And honestly, maybe some of the micers got a better crowd, like if they hit that sweet spot. But there was 30 fucking micers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
some people were bound to not get a great spot.
Yeah. Dude, I've been thinking about the Phoenix thing a lot too, because obviously I want to get down there. Obviously, I know there's no fucking point going down there right now. And honestly, with all this shit going on, with the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a bigger populated city. You know, like we're good in Durango.
Yeah, like
you
the
know,
great Kenny Rogers said, you gotta know when to hold them. Just fucking hold what you got, dog.
dude. And so I don't know when I'm gonna go down there now, but all I can tell you is I fucking think about it every day. I can't wait to get down there and really like bust my ass with mics and get better.
But
Because I
also,
feel like I've hit a plateau a little bit here in Durango.
wait till this comes back. That plateau doesn't exist. People forgot your jokes. People aren't familiar with you
Wow,
anymore.
yeah.
Like,
That's a good point. I didn't even
it's
think
been
about
over
that.
2 weeks, dude. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I'm coming back with new material.
Me too,
But I
yeah.
might close with a banger, you know?
Fucking right, dude. Yeah,
Or
but I didn't
open
even,
with a banger.
I just didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, like, because that is part of the problem here. Is like, you know, and I'm pretty sure we discussed it on here before, but it's like, you know, most big cities you can practice the same 5 to 10 minutes, like every night in front of different crowds. Here,
you get
it's
the same 20 people every fucking
yeah,
night.
and it's
with a
not
couple
only that it
variations.
stops like working. I mean, you still get the laughs. Like if it's a joke's
Not
funny,
always.
joke's funny, but not always. But like.
A joke you've heard 20 times just stops
But
being
people
funny.
start walking out when they hear shit that they've heard 37 times before, you
For
know?
sure.
So it's like it's I feel
That's why I have so much
truly-
material.
Yeah.
If I was in Phoenix or LA, I might have 10 minutes
Right.
only.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it would be fucking sharp, bro.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But at some point, you also want to make the comics laugh. How many mics have we been to where it's only comics? So
Most.
those are the nights you're like, okay, here's a few ideas I jotted down. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens, you know?
Yeah.
And on those nights, the best thing that can happen is a heckle because usually it sparks into something
Yeah.
else. Like I went off on you at the Starlight one night.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, fuck you, Dave.
I
But
love
it was
it.
just comics.
But it's so fun, dude. Like, and I've heard multiple comics say they look for any, like, they welcome like they don't welcome hecklers. Everybody despises. If you're a heckler, nobody likes you, so don't heckle.
Truth.
What I'm saying though is, I've heard comics say that like they'll use any excuse to do any material other than their pre-planned material,
For sure.
and so sometimes you can take advantage of that heckler, But
Yeah,
don't be
it's
a
not
heckler.
always, but man, something about a slow night where everybody's just kind of not. They're all just in their own worlds. Kate's watching the fucking dog show on TV with Drew. Everybody else is on their fucking phones, and then one
Yeah.
kid is just spouts off, and you get 2-3 minutes out of that. That's
Right,
like
yeah.
amazing.
Oh,
because you
dude.
only keep going if it's working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
like,
yep.
there's been a lot of nights at the Starlight that the only reason I got laughs is because somebody decided they wanted to speak up.
Yeah.
But I just
Yeah. it's so fun, dude. It's so fucking fun doing stand up, man. Like, God, I just hope it comes back to normal soon.
Me
Sooner.
too. Did you hear the new Kill Tony thing?
What?
Did you watch Quarantine episode 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tristan was on it.
I
Our
know.
boy Tristan motherfucking Bowling.
I saw that. Yeah.
That was awesome. It was good to hear his voice, honestly.
Yeah, it's good to see him too.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't.
I
you
listened
didn't watch it.
just
Yeah,
today, yeah.
yeah.
I was at work. But
He video conferences in. It was a great episode.
that's really cool.
But what were you gonna say? What's the new thing? You said the new Kill Tony thing.
Oh, videoing in 1 minute set.
No way. Is that a thing?
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
No.
So they described how to do it. It's like early in on Quarantine episode 2. I don't remember. There's an email address,
Really?
and in the title line you have to put Kill Tony Minute with your name or it will be immediately deleted.
Good.
And it has to be 1 minute or it will be deleted. If you put in any bullshit, it will be deleted. Like, they're not going to see it. Somebody else is vetting all this for them.
Yeah.
And then when they get there, it'll probably be a lottery system.
Right.
This might be my best goddamn chance to get on Kill Tony, man.
I know, right?
I'll do it right here in front of the flag. I'll move the
Dude.
chair. I'll grab a mic.
I'll fucking come over here.
Yeah,
and
we
you
can
record mine and I'll record yours. Yeah, you guys.
Dude, we can have this audio with that video. It's 60 seconds. It'll take me no time at all to do.
I don't know, dude. That's the funny thing that I was just thinking, though, is like you can do takes. They'll never know. You know, you could do multiple takes on
I don't
1
know.
minute.
I think. Oh no, you can practice
That's
a bunch
what I
of times.
mean. Yeah,
Totally.
but when you go on stage at the Comedy Store, you get that one shot.
Right. No, there's that, but I feel like in my mind, more times I try it, the more I'm
worse
gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking about, all right, this is the one. This is the one.
Yeah.
You know, where the first time you're like, this is the fucking first time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
need to-
I would
yeah.
be honest about it, but
No doubt.
to put together 60 seconds and just fucking
Send it in.
What
and-
if it worked? You know, everybody's
Yeah.
watching Kill Tony.
What if you just send in that clip and then like 2-3 weeks down the line, you're watching Kill Tony and you're like, Brian Nystrom. You're like, what?
And there's no pressure.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you feel like a piece of shit because you recorded something 2 weeks earlier and you're like, that was awful just because that's life. But as a comic,
man.
there's no immediate, I have to perform pressure.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to be listening to it or watching it and just like,
Yeah, like
holy
when you're sitting there
shit.
at Kill Tony, dude, it's like when he's about to go in that bucket, your heart just starts pounding
bet.
every
I
time,
bet.
dude. And it is so much pressure and it is so nerve-wracking.
I've
but
imagined it so many times.
yeah, it was great. And like I got so close, dude, cuz I felt that pressure every time, and then the second guy they called up was David, and it was David Lucas. Yeah, I was there
now
for
he's a regular.
and now he's a regular. That's crazy.
That could have been you, Dave.
was-
Do you ever think about that?
Oh, yeah, I have.
But
But he's way funnier. He's been doing it way longer. I
Yeah.
couldn't have done that. Yeah, but
it's, very deserving.
yeah. Plus, that dude's just a monster, dude. I mean, like, he writes a new minute every week, and it's always fucking funny to me. I don't think I've seen him bomb once. You know, like,
I've seen worse sets and better sets, but yeah,
absolutely.
he always gets me at least once.
Yeah, I was watching one the other day. What was he talking about? Oh, he said, I swear to God, if white people could, they would give birth to dogs.
Yeah.
Like, that was his opening premise.
Yeah,
but that's the premise
the
that
theme
gets
for the minute, though.
Yes.
That's how he does
he
shit.
stuck with it the whole time.
That's how he
dude.
does shit.
It was so
Which
funny.
makes so much sense. It's 60 seconds. If you
Yeah.
can't write 60 seconds
On one topic.
yeah, then
I
you
try
shouldn't
to do
write
5
about
minutes. I try and do 5 minutes on one topic a lot of times.
or at least one general idea.
I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, he's funny. But yeah, I'll never forget that because I swear, Kat even put her hand on my leg when he said David. Like, she got nervous for a second, and then but that's nerve wracking.
Was
but
that
it's so
as
fun?
How nervous were you at the variety show when they were throwing marshmallows at us?
Oh, I mean, I was pretty nervous beforehand,
Yeah.
but I got
What
up
about
there
when
and-
your name got called? Like,
well,
what was
I mean,
the rush?
I knew it was coming. Oh, well, I guess I didn't technically know. We just knew he was going to do one of us,
Yeah.
right? And then, I mean,
I feel like I got it worse seeing you get seeing them be kind of cool with you and then just turn
they
on
turned
you
on me
hard.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, since that happened, here's our other comedian. I was just like, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
You came off stage, I was like, I fucking hate you.
Oh my God. I had so much fun though. I thought I was going to hate it.
Yeah.
I had so much fun, dude. The first joke did well. That I didn't get marshmallows for like 20 seconds in. I got one joke off, and then I started fucking telling a joke with way too much setup, or maybe it was like a story based. It was a bad idea for a vaudeville show, dude. But now I know.
Yeah.
I'll do it again anytime, dude.
Yeah. Just quick fire.
Exactly. Just basically one-liners
Turn
is what you
all
want to
your
do.
jokes into a one-liner.
Everything.
If that's what you got.
You
know?
can't. I can, dude. Like a lot of my jokes start off because I wrote a one-liner and then I figured out how to incorporate it into like a story. That
Mine
I
are
have.
like the opposite. I get a funny idea, and then I have to write down the premise, and then something else, and then the punchline, something in the middle, and then sometimes it all just comes to you at once. But most of the time, I just throw down some stuff, and every time I look at it, I'm like, stupid. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, I'm driving my truck, and
That's
just
how
like,
it
I
works.
got it.
Yeah, it's like 98% of what you write, it seems like, is not gonna get a laugh. You got to try it all though, but it's just not gonna. It's not all gonna get a laugh. But then you figure out how to take the few ones that do get laughs and incorporate it into a bigger set, and that's where the magic happens. But that's why it takes so fucking long. I mean, it takes years to really develop, a good act.
Like 10ish,
I imagine.
5ish.
Shit.
If you're a beast, like
Yeah.
Tristan. I don't know. Tristan's good.
He's been doing it like 5 years though.
Clearly, he's got some mental issues. Like I heard a live podcast of Bubba's where he just got like released or something.
From the psych ward?
Yeah, or something. Yeah, just craziness.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bubba McComb. I'm trying to reach out to Bubba and get some phone stuff going with him.
Phone stuff?
For the podcast. Yeah,
need the video.
We will record me and Bubba jerking off to each other's voices.
You
obviously.
need the video for that so you can like see how much smaller your dick is than his.
Right.
You know,
well,
because otherwise you won't feel right.
Well, he doesn't even have video on his.
So you're gonna say he doesn't even have a dick.
No,
it's like damn.
I haven't seen it, but I imagine he has a small to medium dick. Yeah. Kid's got some balls on him, but
yeah,
small to medium dick.
He's got some balls.
But yeah, we can maybe work out a video on that.
He dyes his pubic hair the same? Looks
yes, because he likes the pain.
Oh, that means he waxes it too at the end.
No, you'd be amazed what bleach feels like on your genitals. It's fucking hot.
How do you know?
I dip my genitals in bleach once a year to repent.
Okay. That's good.
That's how God forgives me for my sins, Dave.
Oh, okay. That's your sort of
yeah, I used to have a black dick. It is so white now.
So it shrinks too?
You'd be surprised. Yeah. It's like the base is scared of bleach, so it keeps going in more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I guess you are the expert on bleach pain in the dick.
Correct.
BPID.
BPID, that's what they call me.
Dude, I watched Theo Von's fucking mushroom set again.
That shit's hilarious.
Yesterday. It really is. It's so funny, dude.
It's
a
just
few
like,
times
why is it so bright?
Yeah.
It's like, did you guys turn off the light? Yeah.
A few times I was like, is this dude really tripping? Because he seemed like he had it together. But then, like, he would just make, like, sudden, like, movements or, like, or exclamations like, oh, like, that's real warm. Or something like that, talking about the lights.
I've heard
it was really funny.
People tripping balls say some of the most intelligent, articulate shit I've ever heard, and then do the most tripping balls like thing. You know what I mean? Like just something in the peripherals feels like it's getting closer because they're focusing on it. And then all of a sudden they're like, ah!
Yeah. It's like, you turn off the lights on me, bro? Fuck you, man.
So funny.
I love it.
But it also got a laugh.
Oh, dude, but speaking of watching stand-up, I was telling you before, but I got to mention it here. Everybody should watch Jay Whitecotton's new special on YouTube, Jazz Funeral. It is I'm not
on YouTube?
I'm not
the
kidding.
Whole thing?
Yeah, whole thing.
Nice.
I'm not kidding when I say it's one of the most original specials I've ever seen. I know I'm not a fucking critic, but I'm a huge fucking fan and nerd for stand-up comedy. I've watched everything, and this is one of the most original things I've seen, and whole time hilarious. And it's really cool because, like, when he was here in Durango, he, like, you know, he pulled me aside and talked to me for like 45 minutes about joke writing and stuff. And
that's super
he's like
cool.
A really nice guy, dude. Like,
he
gives a shit about up and coming comics, and he's funny. And yeah, watch his special.
Yeah, he like came up to me after my set, maybe 2 comics later, and he's like, "How long you been doing comedy?"
Hell yeah.
5-6 months. He's just like, fuck you for being that funny for 5-6 months.
That's awesome,
and that's
dude.
all he said, really?
Yeah.
And I was just like, thank you, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's a huge compliment.
But that was
dude.
like all he said, but I feel like it felt recycled, you know, and he does the seminar he was the headliner for the Four Corners Comedy Festival that Dave wasn't quite a part of yet, but Dave was on the festival.
Mm-hmm.
We were both on it.
I hosted it.
Yeah, you did.
Parts of it.
Yeah. And he was the headliner, so he put on seminars for the local, or not even all participating comics.
Yeah, joke writing seminar.
Yeah, and it was really, really good. I learned so much about Troy Wilson.
What'd you learn about Troy Wilson?
So much.
Yeah, but what?
It was like an AA meeting situation.
Okay, all right. You don't want to talk. All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I have so much respect for Troy, but it gave me more respect for Troy because it humanized him a lot because he wasn't on stage. And the first time I met him, it was the next best comic, and he was basically like, "I'm here to fucking win."
Yeah.
And I was just like, I've been doing comedy 3
3
months. Yeah.
I'm
And
here
he's
to just
like,
get on stage.
yeah, don't fucking talk to me, basically. Like, with his face. He never said that. He was always nice to me. But, I don't even know. But I learned a lot about Troy in the joke writing seminar with Jay.
Cool.
And also Brittany Hannaran.
Yeah.
She
From
was
Phoenix.
really good in that.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And, yeah, some dude, I forget his name, bigger dude from Salt Lake. Really funny guy.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, real funny dude. But the shit he was like, it was like an AA meeting. It was very, very vulnerable situation.
Right.
Me and Elliot, like, neither of us raised our hands to participate. You know what I mean? Like, it was just,
Jay Covis.
Jay Covis, yeah. I just wanted to learn.
Sorry.
I just wanted to learn. You know?
No doubt.
And goddamn, I learned about people. And Troy especially, like, he's very self-aware, which I respect.
Good.
And without him, we never would have got Cat Savage at the festival. And without that, wouldn't have got Cat Savage on the podcast and as a headliner. And
and not in the hospital either.
Not in the
wouldn't have put her in
hospital,
the
no,
hospital.
well, yeah, exactly.
Just kidding. Well,
Yeah, that could have happened anywhere. Yeah. It's a weird thing to talk about. When I was editing the video for the last one time we talked about it, I was like,
did you even consider deleting it? That's okay if you did.
I thought about how hard it would be to sync it up to look like it wasn't deleted. And I was like, fuck that.
So if it was a little easier, you would have.
It's never easy to
Whatever,
cut
dude.
shit out of a podcast unless you know, Wei Zhongjin. You know, that's the way to do it. Or cackle it. That's why the History Hyenas, that's why they do the cackle. Because it's so much work to cut shit and then sync it back up. It sounds so fucked up if you don't, like, smooth it
So we need to
over.
come up with our own.
It's like a fade on your hair, but in the sound.
We need to come up with our own thing.
Wei Zhongjin. Yeah.
No, that's theirs.
No, but something like that is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I like
probably. I like either that or a bong getting hit.
I was about to pour more whiskey into a glass of whiskey. Like
I
an
saw
asshole.
that, but no, I thought
I forgot I didn't drink it.
I thought you were low and you needed mo.
Well, I'm high and, you know, using my own supply.
I was gonna say you were trying to rhyme right there, weren't you? Damn it. Hey, it looks like you need some mo.
Give it time.
I'm in no rush.
It's the only whiskey with balls, Dave.
Dude, I've seen one of them.
The only whiskey with balls. Buffalo Trace since 1775. Yeah, we talked about Buffalo Trace last time.
Yeah, I don't know if I should get drunk or, I mean, I know I should.
According to my girlfriend, your wife is driving you home. That's just what I
that's
heard.
because that's what I told her. And I couldn't believe she said yes, actually. But I'm like.
Nobody's setting court dates. There's no.
And it's you driving on a suspended license over driving drunk. Come on, girl, help me out.
I've had zero issue. Earlier, I had a dirt bike in my truck. Drove by multiple cops. None of them pulled me over to see if I was doing essential shit.
Right.
And I had a story. I was just like, I'm just transporting it to my house from my workplace. I work in the oil field.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had something to say ready because that's how I've always lived. Every time I saw my mom getting pissed at me, I would just start building a story. Dude,
I got a story, dude. Like, I'm drunk.
But I was also telling the truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
like,
my wife.
I'm sorry, officer. I asked her to drive because I'm over the limit. It would be irresponsible for me. She is quite an equipped driver. Hasn't drank. Just happens to not have her ID right now.
I mean, they're going to run her name. And
why? I bet you during this time they wouldn't.
They don't really give a fuck.
Right now,
as long as she's not inebriated, she's not 14.
Yeah.
Why would they have beef?
Yeah. Dude, I got to take a piss.
All right. We can take
pause
a
for
break.
a sec. Yeah.
We're going to take a break. Say something, Dave.
Something, Dave. And we're back.
Goddamn right we are. Smoke break. Cut some kindling.
Got some wood.
Yeah. Dave smoked a cigarette and watched me cut wood.
Yep.
It was cool. It felt like my girlfriend was outside with me.
I was.
Well, she doesn't smoke, but she watches me cut wood.
Well, Well.
So you're basically my bitch.
Today I am, big boy.
Have you tried this?
Thanks for liquoring me up.
We're not done yet. This is like
No, I was gonna
you
ask what
seen
that is.
Tiger King?
Oh, I have had that. El Cumbre. Yeah, I saw the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to meth. Before you know it, we're married, big boy.
Introduce.
Reintroduce.
Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name's Meth.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. La Cumbre.
La
I
Cumbre.
have had that. Is that out of New Mexico?
Yeah, I think it's Santa Fe. Definitely New Mexico though. Really good beer.
Yeah, the elevated IPA is good and strong.
Yeah, me and all my New Mexico
Mexican.
friends. If somebody shows up with a 4-pack of La Cumbre, and there's 4 of us, if there's a La Cumbre,
Dude, can
yeah,
you speak?
I don't know.
La Mexicumbre.
I've been in
Mexican.
Colorado long.
All my New Mexican
Been in
friends.
Colorado a long time. Don't know how to speak my native tongue anymore. But yeah, if my friends get together and everybody gets a La Cumbre, it's like champagne. It's like a celebratory situation, and it
Oh,
gets you
yeah.
more fucked up than champagne.
Yeah, it sure does.
Less
Was
sugar.
it 9%?
Yeah, 7.2.
I'm working on that 9.2, son. Conductor
Yeah, you ain't driving anywhere.
by Steamworks. Why?
There might be another podcast with Dave we record tonight.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Strong possibility. Although it is
Starting
kind of
seem
fun
that
to
way.
it is kind of fun to go outside, drive around, no seatbelt, no blinker, running red lights, halfway drunk, and running over pedestrian, and no repercussions.
Everybody loves Grand Theft Auto, man.
I mean, and we're living in it.
Yeah. Once it gets to that point, I feel like that's the
That's what I'm
harsh
coming
times.
over here to live because you got guns and I don't.
Yeah, we got guns, we got gardens, we got
Dogs.
dogs,
Shit.
got deer in the yard.
Oh, dude, let's hunt.
In the yard, yeah, it's not even a problem.
Let's do it, and then let's eat some venison.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I'll skin it. You
Yeah,
know,
we'll
I know.
figure
You
it
know,
out.
I know how.
I highly doubt that. I don't
There's
know
no
how,
way.
but that's
I'm
what
sure
YouTube's for,
we'd
man.
figure it out.
Yeah, I got knives. I got hunting knives with gut hooks on them and shit. I had a YouTube
yeah.
video and a fucking
Six
a
pack of beer.
friend. Yeah, 6-pack for sure.
YouTube
No,
video.
that's-
6-pack of Bud Light.
We're drinking whiskey at that point. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't got time to drink a beer. You got to take a quick shot, get back to work.
Drink some Buffalo Trace while you trace some deer.
Goddamn right.
Goddamn right.
You're a real piece of shit. You know that?
Sometimes.
Feel like
Sometimes I'm nice.
you're the Bobby Lee to my Andrew Santino.
Dude, you're not redhead. Your girl is.
Yeah, you're not Jewish, but you make Jewish jokes
I'm allowed.
because you're married to a Jew. Yeah.
Yeah, and my ancestors were Jewish.
I feel like most people. I mean,
Well, I mean, like a few, like.
I don't
like
talk
great-
shit about Catholic.
I
Well,
know.
I do a little bit.
I
But
know.
my ancestors were
But I
Catholic.
also I do make jokes, but I make jokes about everybody and everything. But yeah, I do use that as an excuse.
I have
But my
German
great-
ancestors too. I rarely go with Nazis. You know what I mean?
That's dude, you're missing out on the whole fucking.
I just don't think I'm
demographic.
good enough yet. You know, I'm still
Well, I
talking
know-
about me.
I know you're not good enough. yet.
After
That's
I figure out I'm done talking about me, then I'll talk about some out of the world shit.
all right. Yeah, but my Jewish wife does give me a lot of material, like in her actions and her family and what they say and do, and it's hilarious. And it's just stereotypes, and that's fun.
Nothing makes me happier than a true stereotype.
Yeah, I know.
Like when there's a black
Well-
dude behind you yells at a movie theater, you're just like,
Yes.
yeah. I don't say shit.
I-
I
no,
just inside
I
I'm
don't
like,
say shut
yes.
up. I go keep it going,
Yeah,
man.
for sure. I
Yeah,
want to see
dude.
what happens.
Yeah. Oh God, or a Puerto Rican ready to stab you in a fight for
Love
no
it.
reason. Oh, it's
Love it.
hilarious.
My favorite people. They never want. I usually see them wanting to stab somebody else in a fight, which is why I think I back it. You know what I mean? Because I'm just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's not me. Get that motherfucker.
No,
I don't
you
even
don't-
live here.
You don't want them to want to stab you, because
No.
then you're gonna get stabbed.
No, I
'cause
got
they're
weed.
really-
Everybody loves weed.
They're good at it. Yeah, you got the weed.
It helps. Helps us scary people. Oh, I wrote a joke. So we were going to do a roast for your birthday. Did you know about this?
No.
Okay. We were going to do it down the rabbit hole, and then down the rabbit hole got shut down, and Joe
No
was
way.
like, we're still going to make this happen. But your birthday is past now, so whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I spoiled the surprise 5 days later.
I had no idea, dude.
Yeah, we were going to do a roast. It's crazy you didn't know.
That's
I was
hilarious.
writing jokes, and one of the
Damn.
jokes I wrote was Dave is from Atlanta, like I'm from the res, like we both only survived because we sold drugs to scary people.
Yeah, but in my case, I mostly bought drugs from scary
Same,
people.
same.
Yeah,
Same,
but
same.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, absolutely.
That's how you make friends with scary
Yeah,
people.
uh-huh.
You become
Yeah.
part of the business.
Like, do you want to die, motherfucker? No, I just want some heroin. Okay, you cool.
The scariest motherfucker I ever met, he was like a pretty big time dude in where I'm from, and me and Phil couldn't find like a reliable place to buy an ounce. And we met this dude at a construction job. He just got a job there to kind of show a little, taxable income for the year,
Sure,
maybe
yeah.
meet a few clients, which he did.
Right.
Dude, did I ever tell you that when I didn't have a lot of people sell weed to, I'd get jobs at restaurants and just like work there for a month
Just
and
to get
start
some
selling
clientele
weed
up?
to all the wait
Yeah,
staff.
I think you have
And
told
then-
me that.
Yeah, and then just move to another restaurant.
Mhm.
Like I got so many customers that way.
That's
They
funny.
weren't the most reliable, but goddamn, they were money when you
Dude,
needed
when
it.
I was selling a lot of weed, that was most of my clientele
Yeah.
was restaurant
For
employees.
sure.
Dude.
They're savages.
Absolutely, dude.
They're
Well, I mean,
savages.
dude.
They're normal people who know how to like pull shit together for 5 hours. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And just fucking do a shift, be great at it, because that means you make more money, and then you go spend
You
it
get
on
off
drugs.
and party, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 50% of the payroll of Steamworks goes right back into the bar,
Oh man.
just
I would
immediately
say at least
with
dude.
discounts. Just fucking
I would say at least, and that's saying a lot because that's about 150, 175 employees just at Steamworks. That's not including the other two restaurants they own in town. But yeah, but those employees from those other two restaurants, and then us at Steam, like we every day. I mean, I'll
don't
see
shake the table too much. Yeah. Okay.
every day. I will see people. At least one person, at least like one person a day will get off work at like 2:30 in the afternoon. Right? They'll get off at 2:30. They'll get their shift drink, and they will be there when I am still there at 10:30 that night.
Yeah.
Drinking
Yeah, they
the
got
whole
a
time.
gram, and now they're just
That's
drinking.
right,
dog.
dude. Yeah, it's one stop
Get
shop.
a shift meal. You can touch the table. Just don't be like banging on it and shit, because it shakes the camera. Is all.
Be very gentle.
This is an Instagram clip. Dave Oakley tried not to shake the table.
Dave Oakley behaving.
Like an asshole. Polish piece of shit. I feel like I could talk shit about Polish people just because you're my friend. So I totally get
See?
it, dude.
Now you understand.
I totally get it.
Now you get it, and you can.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that should be offended, and I'm not.
You're the only one I usually dish them out to. Maybe
Yeah,
Phil,
dude.
but
Now
I'll
you
be
get it.
like Dave. You know?
Oh, dude, there's so many Polish jokes you can make. Like,
I don't
damn.
know much Polish history, so I'm
Well,
not coming in hot with Polish jokes.
Historically, we got big dicks, so that's all you really need to know. And you can make fun of me about that all day.
That's
Don't
really
worry.
all you say about it.
Yeah, because
I
I
feel
don't
like-
I don't want to put the negative ones out there.
I feel like you're a white boy from Atlanta that's trying to get like the same kind of reputation. Like,
Dude, no.
if you're gonna say anything about me, say I have a big dick, because
Oh, dude, no.
shit. I mean,
I
it's a
mean-
little bit racist and stereotypical, but I don't care.
No, I've always been joking about that because it's very mediocre. But you know why I say that is because, like, all right, there's like polls that I've seen where it like gauges like the countries with the biggest dicks in the world and the smallest
I've heard
dicks.
Greeks.
Like Korea has the
Smallest
smallest
dicks.
penises in the world, but in
Dictatorship,
but
that's
in,
why.
in Europe, the Polish got the biggest dicks. So that's why I always make that joke. It's not
Really?
actually accurate. Yeah, but that's why I make
I
the
could
joke.
see that. I've known a lot of people from England, and they got like little dick energy. You know what I mean?
Well, they also
Like,
got the
They're nice and everything.
They're also uncircumcised, so they got the sleeve to add another fucking half an inch.
No, you go to the head, dog. That's how that works. You go
I
to the pee
agree.
hole.
But yeah, I agree.
You don't get the sleeve.
I
the
got the
sleeve
old-
goes away.
I got the chopsky wopsky, so you know, it's
The
easy.
Chopsky Wopsky. Yeah.
So it's easy to gauge. It's
Yeah, I
easy to
mean,
measure.
Yeah, easy to clean. It's fucking
Oh,
aerodynamic.
Yeah. I think the other one's more aerodynamic.
Well, because it's self-lubricating, but you
Well,
take
no,
that
because
factor
it's like,
out of it.
It looks like a rocket, the other one. So
I know, but it's going to catch wind.
it's gonna be flapping.
Yeah, exactly. Think about it. It's like a parachute for the head of your dick.
Flapping foreskin. It sounds like a fucking. It sounds like a jet, like a trick jet troop.
The flapping foreskins?
Yeah, the flapping foreskins.
Like the Blue
Like the
Angels?
Blue Angels, but the flapping foreskins are like.
It's like the jackass of fighter pilots.
The FFs.
FFs, dog.
The MFFFs.
You can make some good merch. Simple.
Flapping foreskins.
Yeah, Blue Angels. Nobody likes that.
Nobody
That's
did.
That's
Half
bullshit.
of them die.
Those are
every
the
year.
first two letters of the alphabet. Nobody gives a fuck about those two letters.
Exactly.
You gotta get
You
into
gotta
the
go
beat,
6
dog.
deep. You
Gotta
gotta go
get-
6 letters deep,
What's
baby.
up?
Yeah, well, FFs. Yeah.
You double up. That's 12.
I just keep imagining a uncircumcised dick flying through the air like.
No, that's what
And
the
it
parachute looks like. It looks like a camel toe, kinda, but
And then it gets hard in the middle, and the head starts flying out.
right. Like like one of those carpool or used car lot fucking
Oh, yeah.
flappy things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. They're on new car lots too. The fucking hands.
Yeah.
The hands.
Right.
Yeah, they're every car lot. All right,
Just dropping facts.
dude. I'm gonna act like I'm bored. All right, I'm not.
Why? That's a terrible idea.
I know.
We're trying to entertain people, Dave. It's a quarantine time. People are at home.
Dude, they're
We're
looking
their
at
salvation.
they're looking at their phones as we speak.
Right. But if we start looking at their phones, then they're
If
like,
we
oh,
look at
fuck
their
these
phones,
fucking guy.
Why
Oh.
would we look at their phones?
That's a good point. If we look at our phones, yeah, I'm an idiot. What are you gonna do? You want some whiskey?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Hey, you sick?
Not. I feel great. Are you? How many people have you and your wife come in contact with since I last saw you?
Shit.
That's
baby.
a lot of whiskey.
Is it?
I don't know. Whatever. Sharesies.
Yeah. Man, maybe 14
14?
maximum. Because like I was going to get my shift meals for
Yeah.
two. So it's the 28th. Yeah, I mean, I was going to get my shift meals for 2 days after my birthday, which is when I saw you last, and I saw some people there. It's when I saw Phil. And then, man, other than that, fuck, like just whoever I see at the liquor store.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I get that. Yeah, for me, it's liquor stores, and I've had, I think, 3 friends over since then,
Yeah.
and that's it. And
Wow.
they're all pretty quarantined. They're
Yeah.
all working from home, so.
Yeah, I'm not working from home. It's really nice that I have that option to not work from home.
I don't
No.
know, man. It's getting a little stressful financially. You know what I mean?
I know, dude. Like I said, dude, I had to.
It went from saving to go to Phoenix to just like, let's just
Mhm.
try to survive kind of
Oh
money.
no.
I'm selling my dirt bike tomorrow. I'm not happy about that. Like, I haven't ridden it in a year. So it makes sense.
Was it nice riding it today?
Yeah, it was. It made me not want to sell it.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you catch like third gear and the wheel comes off the ground. And you're just like, "Rah."
I've never ridden one, dude.
It's so good. My neighbors weren't probably super stoked with me.
Dude, what else are they doing?
It was once. I went by once.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Why
they
are
make a day out of it.
Fuck them.
And I made sure there was no cars. I'm the most responsible driver in this neighborhood because there's a lot of old people and dogs. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
just go slow as fuck.
OP and G's.
Yeah, and dogs just jump out of driveways behind trees and shit. So it's just you gotta drive slow. And there's peacocks. Fucking crazy bird lady next door has peacocks.
Yeah, it is crazy.
She's a great lady. She's a great lady. I think she's listening more now. So
She's got a great leg.
I love her. Yeah, and she's probably gonna come on the podcast soon. And she has a podcast called Hunters and Gatherers. It's
What's
Hunter
that
S.
about?
It's Hunter S. Thompson stories.
That's interesting.
Yeah, her late husband, he has departed.
That's what
was
late means.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. one of Hunter S. Thompson's lawyers, so she got to hang out with Hunter a lot.
That's
and
pretty fucking
They
badass.
did a lot of drugs and shit together. They did a lot of crazy shit together.
Do you know what part of Colorado was it? Gunnison, where he applied
Aspen.
for Aspen, where he
Aspen.
tried
Yeah,
to run for sheriff.
Yeah, I have a shirt about it.
Was she? Oh, really?
Yeah, it says
I've seen
Hunter for
some.
sheriff.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are dope. So she was chilling up in Aspen at the time.
Well, she's been back and forth and stuff, but
She's from Durango.
I don't know exactly where she's from. I wouldn't say necessarily Durango. I think she spent a lot of time in that part of Colorado. Aspen. God, I can't even think of the town. I've been to it. That's close to Aspen.
Gunnison. I don't know why I keep saying
it's kind of
that.
far. Gunnison's in the middle of nowhere. We talked about that last time because they
Okay.
have jail and prison. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. They have incarceration.
Oh, Glenwood Springs.
No,
That's close to Aspen.
not what I'm thinking. Snowmass is around there, but that's not what I'm thinking. It's about 30 minutes away. I have a lot of friends that live there. I've been there for a wedding. I've partied there.
You just keep making yourself look dumber and dumber.
No, I'm dumb. I've forgotten this name
No,
of this town
Leadville.
on the podcast multiple times. So whatever.
I do not
I'll
know.
think about it. They
Colorado
have a brewery. It's really good.
Buena Vista.
No.
Eddie Lamb Brewery.
Different-
Crank Anchor.
different direction.
Shout out Crank Anchor.
Shout out Crank Yanker. Shout out La Cumbre.
Shout out Conductor.
Yeah, Steamworks taking care of their employees, giving them meals, right? Still eating for free?
Nope.
No?
They're all the restaurants are shut down now. But still, shout out to them because they did it as long as they could. The
Restaurants are shut down now?
Yep. There's no takeout.
What?
No takeout. Any
But
restaurants.
delivery.
No. Like restaurant.
Since when?
Steam. Thursday.
I saw today that Scott was saying we're opening back up with delivery. I don't know.
Well,
No
maybe,
delivery?
but as far as I know, no delivery right now. But they were doing like takeout up until the last minute they could over at Steam. And I asked my owner when I was up there the last day, is this like just you guys doing this or is it mandated? And he said it's mandated. So like all the restaurants in Durango right now are shut down for business.
Yeah. Well, I know
Totally.
Scott's down to follow the rules because
Oh, of
when they got
course.
the call, they were like, yo, no more drinks. This is last call.
Isn't
like,
that crazy?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know.
They kicked people out.
I know. That's crazy. See, Steam, we didn't do that. We finished up the day that day.
Oh.
Because I talked to you when you were at Ska, and you were like, "Dude, they're making us leave now," and I was like, "Yeah, we're shutting down tomorrow," but like we stayed open till the rest of that day.
Nice.
So I just stayed up there and drank as much as, and hung out with people while I could. You
Right.
know,
Well, there's been, 5 confirmed cases in La Plata County?
have there now?
I think so.
Jesus, dude, that's the only thing that concerns me about this new gig I'm gonna start. Just a few hours a week is that the reason the
You
guy
come in contact with everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the guy that needs me needs
Yeah,
people
because
because
Everybody quit.
one of his main employees who works 5 days a week
Got
is
corona?
sick. We don't know. We don't know if it's corona or not, but he got sick and he's out of commish at the moment.
I have a respirator. Like, for real.
Can I have that whisk?
Yeah, sorry.
Fucking hider.
It's delicious.
It's so good.
But I have a respirator for spray painting and shit. It keeps spray paint fumes out.
Well, that's convenient
Just
during these
fucking-
times.
I know. I keep meaning to post like a picture with me in it, just being like, it's never been better to be a spray painter, you know, which I haven't done in years, which is why I haven't done it or posted it. You know what I mean?
Dude, you got so many weeks to post like quarantine pictures and videos.
Oh, I know.
You got this.
Yeah, I could just start painting again.
Did you see my quarantine taco
Yeah,
on
I
Facebook? I actually ate it.
had so many hateful things that I was gonna post, and I just decided not
I
to.
was being silly, you asshole.
I know. Yeah.
But I really did eat it.
But when I saw it, I was just like, "Fuck you!" But I did post
Why?
that. That I was like,
I think I'm thinking about making a series of it.
"Yeah, no." I saw that. I saw the beginnings of it. Yeah, it looked like there was gonna be a sequel. You know what I mean?
I almost
when a
did
movie
yesterday.
ends and you're like, "This
Yeah.
is gonna be a sequel."
But what I gotta do is make sure. So, all right, for people listening, I was just being high as fuck, and I was making regular tacos, but I posted a picture of what I called a quarantine taco on Facebook, and it was just a flour tortilla with some pretzels and some potato chips.
And you can see that at Davo Laughs on Instagram.
No, I didn't post it on Instagram. I don't
Okay,
know how to
Dave Oakley on Facebook.
But
'cause
who
it's fucking
cares?
boring.
It's stupid. It's stupid. It's just silly. People liked it a lot.
I was
though.
just trying to plug you. That's all.
Well,
Because it's
dude,
silly enough.
Stop trying to plug
It's good
me.
for
I
the
told
time,
you
piece of shit.
I'm not
I was
into,
trying to show.
I'm not into getting plugged.
It's good quarantine content, is all I'm saying.
It is.
Like Kate McLaughlin shit. Follow her on Facebook and YouTube.
Well, like a lot of comments on that picture were like, I would have added cheese or I would have added peanut butter. No, the point is for it to be as dry and shitty as possible.
Yeah, you're
'cause-
supposed to hate it.
yeah. But some people
Yeah, tortilla with pretzels with
in potato chips,
potato chips is fucking
wavy lays.
dry, dog.
Yeah, dude, I ate that shit though.
Yeah, if you're out of water, you're not eating that.
Not out of water.
But you could be, if power goes out, water goes. That's what a lot of people don't realize.
Well, then I'm fucked. Well, I mean,
Electricity makes water move.
I know, but why would the electricity go out?
I don't know.
Is it
if
gonna
shit
get
gets
sick?
weird. If the employees do.
Yeah. Well, then they'll hire more.
Because those are the people that are still going to work and interacting and then going back to their families. You know what I mean? Like essential workers.
Yeah.
Gas station attendants.
Oh,
Grocery store people.
I know, dude. I applied for the grocery store like right when this shit happened, and now I'm like, I don't even know if I want to go work there. I mean, dude, this new store that I might go work a few hours out a week, like it's small, but the
It's
traffic,
quick.
the traffic is a lot less, dude.
And
I
it's
mean,
quick.
compared to like a city market or something. Yeah, it's
like
in and out.
3 minutes.
I wear gloves every day, and fuck, if I want to, I could get a goddamn mask. I could wear a mask while I work. Nobody will say shit to me during this weird time.
No, there's a gas station in Ignacio, and the kid wears gloves, mask.
Yeah,
But
I don't blame them. The people at this my new spot,
it's like a
they've
hub
been
of
wearing gloves.
Ignacio. Like, there's so many people there.
Right. Dude, people have been wearing gloves at this store for the past week, and I
Yeah.
don't blame them. I think it's smart. You know, they actually incorporated this thing into their computer where you can like give them permission. If you give them permission, they can swipe your card once and just leave it on file. So therefore, until further notice, we have to make no transactions, like physical transactions. I can just bring the product to the counter, say, "You got my card on file." They'll ring it up, and I'll leave.
Oh,
So
weird.
that's nice. Yeah, it's actually
Interesting.
it's a win-win. Yeah, like the lady.
City Market?
No, this is the place. You know what it is. I just don't want to say the
I
name.
know, yeah.
But at this place where I'm going to start working, they've been doing that for about a week now. And she was like, at first, she was like, "Is this okay if we do this?" I was like, "Wait, is it going to charge me extra or something?" Like, she's like, "No, it's just so we can limit like hand-to-hand transactions." Like, that's an amazing idea.
This
Yes.
seems like a really good thing to promote.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be out till like Monday, Tuesday. WJ Doyle.
What about it?
That's who's
That's
doing
Yeah.
so you don't have to make a physical
I guess.
interaction.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That's a great thing to promote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in Durango. Like most listens are from Durango.
I don't really go. I go to 6th Street sometimes, but mainly WJ Doyle. And so I don't know if anybody else is actually doing that. But if not, if you're worried about that, yeah, I guess
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great thing.
I didn't think it was that promotable, but
Well, I feel like for the times, it seems like
it's
good
very
thing.
relevant.
because if it was City Market, like, yeah, most people wouldn't trust them with their credit card information. But
Right.
as far as like convenience and how many people they come in contact
it's
with,
just
it makes a lot of sense.
Less hand to hand,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
It makes a lot of
that
sense.
is good.
I don't know. I'm high. What
I
are you gonna do?
know. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, smoke more weed. Look how pretty that pipe is.
Fucking PP.
It was made by my boy, Zachy Chan.
Really?
Yep. I've had it for like 4
I
years.
really liked him in Rush Hour.
I just cleaned it.
Where's the bowl or weed? Which weed should I use?
Here.
I think I more or less just didn't want to say where I was gonna be working.
Yeah,
at.
but this is coming out in a few days. Who cares? You said you got a shift. Fuck it.
Cool. I'm glad you can be the judge of that for me.
Do you want me to delete it?
Hell no, dude.
Okay.
It's even funny.
I'm sorry. I did decide it for you.
It's okay.
But it felt like a promotable
You know what?
point.
It's just me being paranoid, dude. It's just me being paranoid. because I'm only working like 5 to 10 hours over there, but I have unemployment coming, so I don't want to get in trouble for getting unemployment and working, but I'm making $10 an hour at 5 hours a week, so I really don't think anybody should make a big fuss about it. I'm just being paranoid. Like I said.
Forgot about that.
But that was why I did. That's why I didn't want to mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
No, you're not. You're not at all. You're not at all, dude.
What are you gonna do?
Gunnison, Colorado.
Gunnison, Colorado.
What are you Gunnison do? What are you gonna do, son?
People out there ice fish. That's what they do.
I wonder if our ladies have found drugs to go by.
I don't know. That might have been something I would leave out of the podcast.
That's why I did it. That's exactly why I did it. Son of a bitch.
If only.
What, you don't think it was?
No, my girlfriend doesn't do drugs.
I know your girl doesn't do drugs. My girl doesn't do drugs. I really
if
don't.
If only the girls would go find us drugs, because we've been on quarantine, and guess what? That means no drugs unless you got some in your house.
Well, you know what? All I know is since I've been sober, off drugs since this thing started. I know, like, hopefully they get them for you. I'm just hoping they get that whole.
Me?
Yeah, for yeah. I hope they get it all for you, dude.
Nah,
because I know you need it to cut wood all night.
No, I mean, the wood cutting's done for the night.
That way when you chop your toe
if they got
off,
some mushrooms, that'd be super cool.
That's a bad idea.
Why? Because
Right,
you're scared? You're paranoid?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Of the quarantine?
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
That's what I'm talking about. We doing drugs. Let's get weird.
Yeah, let's do those drugs that are legal in Denver.
Being
but
scared's
nothing else.
good. Whatever.
Being scared's good.
Joe Rogan has mushrooms in his studio and always is like, you want to get weird? You want to do... He's like, what's in the box? And he's like, mushrooms.
So, I was watching a fucking old...
So we can talk about hypothetical mushrooms.
Oh, dude, HPMs. Anyway.
Hypothetical is one word.
Yeah, I realized that. That's why I said anyway.
You're an idiot. Go ahead.
Yep.
You got a dope shirt, though.
I know. I watched the Old Kill Tony the other day with Jeff Ross, and after the guy did a good set, he gave him a fucking mushroom lollipop.
Yeah,
did you see that or hear that?
Yeah.
What is that about? That sounds
No, I hear
great.
it's a thing. Yeah, you can make mushroom caramels. You can make mushrooms and all kinds of things that really neutralize the taste, from what I hear.
Well, that's good because that's the only thing I don't like about it.
Me too. That's why I
hate the
slam it. But when you slam it, it comes on all at once.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean slam it? Like in tea?
Yeah.
I've never had
I
tea.
almost always do tea because I hate eating them.
I hate
once I found out how to do tea, I was like, oh, this is how I consume mushrooms now. You
right.
know?
Okay.
So I just
you don't
started,
taste it?
No. Well, you do, but you taste it for sure. But you, the way I found out to do it, so you boil water, and then you simmer, throw mushrooms in there, simmer it right under boiling point for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, longer the better, you know, but 30 minutes is overkill. But you just kind of simmer it, and then you strain out all the mushrooms. You got to crush up the mushrooms first, like tea. You crush them up, throw them in, and then, you know, a strainer that's like a wire mesh strainer or something works really good for it, or a coffee filter if you don't have a mesh strainer. Coffee filter works great. And, yeah, so you still taste it. But if you pour some, like, cran apple juice or something into it,
Sure. Oh.
really neutralizes it because it's such a strong, sugary beverage, you know?
Yeah.
And I just like cran apple.
I do too.
Yeah.
I love that.
So cran apple and some mushroom tea, that's the way to do it. But I hate the way it tastes.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm listening to you.
Okay.
I'm putting my
I
hands.
hate the hovering. Touch the table. Just don't fucking bang on it is all.
Like you just
See, we're fine. A little bit of movement's okay. God
just
damn
trying
it.
to listen
You're
to
making
you.
me so uncomfortable with your discomfort.
Look at your unprofessionalism.
Oh my Jesus. That's the old lady's daughter. That's not good.
You heard what you said? It's not live.
This isn't live.
I know, it's not live.
That's not good. Well, the phone's off now, so. And it's on the floor. Go suck a
You
dick.
threw it on the floor.
Fuck that phone. Yeah, but the point is cran apple neutralizes mushroom tea very well, but that's how you make it. I'm not condoning the use of illegal substances, but
Not illegal in Denver.
yeah, if you're in Denver, that's the way you make mushroom tea. That's who this is for. Yeah, coffee filter's all you
Dude,
really need at the
You
end.
should really condone the use of more illegal drugs. What are you talking about?
I mean, I smoke weed constantly and
Just
talk about
kidding.
it
Weed? What?
constantly.
A, weed's not illegal. B, weed's not a drug.
Federally, it's a
Actually,
Schedule 1
A-
substance.
Federally, they don't know anything, dude.
I'm
It's
just-
a fucking plant.
But that's a big deal, right?
Big
Federal
deal,
law.
big deal.
Yeah, we're planning on moving to a state where it is not recreationally legal.
I know. I have to get a fucking medical card because the government's dumb.
I
Whatever.
already
what
have
can I
one because
say?
I'm a fucking gentleman.
Not in Arizona, you don't, son.
They actually
transfer to state to state.
no, but if you have weed on you and you have a card, they usually don't prosecute.
Usually.
Nevada, Arizona,
Keyword.
yeah. I mean, a lot of states are cool with it.
You're fucked. You felon. I know.
Who says I'm even going to Arizona? The world might end. We might fucking end this shit right here,
I
Dave.
know, dude. We might just do.
We're just gonna do end of the world fucking.
Just shoot each other
our-
on air.
Yeah, our girlfriends are gonna be outside with the fucking scopes,
And the
watching the
cocaine.
top of the road. Yeah. And we're gonna be in here trying to record an end of the world episode with the walkie-talkie. Let us know if you see anything, and then try to record an episode, put it
Yeah.
out online like a gentleman.
Dude, I actually have an extreme amount of comfort knowing that if this is the end of the world, I get to do it, doing a podcast with you, looking out this window, seeing the beautiful scenery.
Is the Amazon trailer still over there?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. It's getting looted right now. But, dude, this is nice scenery. Got a lake down there. Got a river.
It's a
got
river.
peacocks.
Yeah.
You got fucking tigers and bears. Oh, my. You got your faggot ass. Oh, did he say that word? I don't think so. You misheard me. Rewind it.
Wei Zhongjin. It's like programmed into me. I went too hard. I went too hard on history hiatus, and now it's like programmed. When he says something wrong,
Did
that's
you-
what you say.
I started watching one yesterday that came out with it was just Giannis, Pappas, and Nate Bargatze.
I
It
bet
was
that's
one of
great.
my favorites.
Yeah,
dude.
I saw that. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, yeah, he's one of my favorites.
I love Chrissy D, dog.
Yeah,
Chris
I know.
Stefano is so fucking funny, and he might be the best podcast guest ever because his dad was like running numbers and shit, so he was
More
just
than
like
that,
this crazy fucking stories always.
dude. Yeah,
And whatever baseball game was going on in New York, somebody pitched a no-hitter, right? And Chris DiStefano was with his dad, like 10 years old maybe, with his dad, and there's a no-hitter going on. And his dad was like, we don't spend a lot of time together. We're going to go sit up front because he saw empty seats. And he went up to the security guard, and he's like, there's seats right there. Just let me and my kid. He's pitching no-hitter. And the security guard was like, nah, that's not happening. And he was
my
like,
kid's retarded.
my kid's retarded. Yeah. And he was like, you have a good time, kid.
Yeah.
Like, as far as podcast stories, like, he has
No,
so
he's-
many of those. He's an amazing podcast guest.
He's an amazing comic. Have
Agreed.
you watched? I've
Yeah,
watched
yeah,
all
yeah.
of his stand-up
Me too,
videos, dude.
yeah.
Like, he's very funny, dude. And he's got a lot to fight off because he's probably the most handsome comic in the game.
It's beautiful.
He's a gorgeous man.
And he's a single dad.
Oh yeah, dude, that makes
And
all the pussies moist.
Seemingly a good dad. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
he seems
that-
like he gives a fuck, dude.
Dude, when I had my nephew with me, I have a 10-year-old nephew and a 13-year-old nephew, maybe
Dude, they
14.
can watch after
Yeah.
themselves.
No, but when I had my 10-year-old nephew with me, he's adorable, bro. He's the cutest fucking kid you ever seen. And I would just take him to like parks and shit, and women would just approach us. It was crazy.
I know.
Just the dog and my nephew,
Yeah.
and my nephew's walking my dog, and she's way bigger than him. So, but
That's a win-win right there.
yeah,
You got
women were just
the nephew walking the dog is like a guaranteed 2 dates.
yeah, and she was adorable,
Yeah.
and the kid's adorable. Zeki Chan, I call him Zeki Chan.
Dude, I love his movies.
He's a beast. What are you gonna do? You're a fucking silly bitch.
If you like pina colada,
And getting
Shitting
fucked in the rain. Oh, we have different takes
if
on
you
that
like
song.
pina colada,
You know what that
you
song's
are
about?
gay as a rain. What?
It's about a husband and wife falling out of love and they both put ads in the paper, and they respond to each other's ads, and it's a blind date situation, and they meet, and it's
See, they were meant to be.
it's their that's
Those
the whole thing.
pieces of shit.
Yeah, and then they drink pina coladas and fuck in the rain. That's the
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You made that up.
no. That's the
Alright.
premise of the song. I didn't know until I was driving a dump truck.
All right.
So when I was driving a dump truck, all I had was radio. It was an old school dump truck, old school radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to the oldies because it was like the only clear channel that wasn't bullshit. What do you? I hate it. I hate it so much. Please don't do that.
No, I'm just listening.
Just touch
'cause
the
this
fucking
is
table,
So
you fucking
interesting.
idiot. But yeah, fuck you. Yeah. The meaning.
It's so easy to get under your skin.
The meaning of that song is a couple thought they needed something else, put ads in the paper. They responded to each other's ads, realized they were the love
That's
of
so
each other's
cool. I
lives.
did not know that.
That's-
yeah, I
yep.
love. You know what? I'm such a sap. Actually, I actually love.
It's a beautiful song.
I love stories like that.
And I never
songs
would have
like
known
that,
it if I wasn't driving a dump truck so bored that I was paying attention to every word coming out of the radio.
Yeah,
You know, that's how
that's
bored I
interesting.
was.
That's cool. Break,
Break? You want a break?
kinda.
Yeah, all right. Taking a break. Hey.
Hey, we're back. Oh yeah, we got the ladies outside ready to douche each other's pussies, and here we are jerking each other off. Hey.
It's a Dutch rudder. It's not gay. I'm not touching your dick. You're not touching my dick. We grab our own dicks and we work each other's arm. It's
Like a
unpredictable.
puppet.
It's
like
fun.
a puppet.
Exactly.
Like we're fucking marionettes up
Yeah,
in
we're
here.
essentially politicians. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad that made you happy.
Yeah, we are. Marionettes. So what's up? How have you been? I haven't seen you in years.
Yeah, it's been like 5 days.
You need to shave.
I've been-
Psych.
Editing podcasts with us, and it doesn't feel like we've been apart that long just because I've spent time.
Well, we really haven't. I was exaggerating extensively.
No, it's been 5 days, and it still feels like it's been longer. Or less
Yeah.
long. It feels like it's been less. Yeah, I don't know. I'm an idiot.
Well,
We've been drinking.
I mean, you have. I don't really drink, but
Right. The man with 2 beers and a bottle of whiskey in front of him.
dude, I feel like that's more in front of you.
Yeah, this is all mine. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, you can hold your arms there as long as you want. I'm over giving a shit about it. You can
I just don't want to touch the table.
just don't shake it. That's all. Just okay.
Shit.
You
I
were
can't
banging
help
on it
it.
earlier, and I made a comment, and ever since you've been doing this bit where you hover over the table, and I can't lie, it's
Yeah, you're a clown.
it seems like
Get
a good
over
way for you to lose weight, is what I'm saying. Yeah, a little bit
Oh,
of a
speaking
workout.
of, that is something I wanted to tell you, dude. I worked out today. I mean,
Tell me about it.
I worked out.
No, really, tell me about
So
it.
the
What'd
other
you do?
day, I
The
came
other
up-
day you said today.
Yeah, no, today I did it, but the other day I wrote down like a workout regimen for me, trying to be practical because I'm getting the fatty, but
Dad bod with no kids, right?
yeah, getting pregnant without but so I wrote out like do 100 jumping jacks a day, 25 or like 20 push-ups or 30 push-ups, and then 50 crunches, and then go jogging like 5 blocks twice a day. Just to start, just because I feel like that's like a practical way for me to start, just starting to get active again.
I think that's a pretty good goal on the jogging.
Yeah,
And what was the first one?
100 jumping jacks.
I like that. That's good.
Okay,
I think you should just bump up the push-ups to
50.
Yeah.
So 50 push-ups.
She sets
50
at 25.
Yeah. See. Okay. So, and this is where I started today.
How
I
many did you do?
I did 25 jumping jacks. I started off strong.
Right. Conservative.
And
Yeah.
then I went to the push-ups. I got 5 in.
5? 5?
Dude, I've become fat.
5?
I did 5. I could have gone
Bro.
longer. I probably could have done 7, but I did 5.
It's your peak? That's like how people
I'm
look at
getting
pull-ups.
stronger. I'm working on it. But then, like, I went on the jog, right? And I got, like, 2 blocks down the road, and I thought I was going to hyperventilate, dude. Like, I was like, it hurt. My chest hurt. And so I just walked for a minute, you know, for like half a block, and then I jogged for another block and a half. So I jogged like 3.5 blocks before I just like, I mean, I
just
did
walk back home.
I did the route to where it was like going back home. Yeah, but like the last the last block and a half, I walked, but like, and my chest was hurting. But then like, you know, as soon as like that pain went away in my chest, I started feeling that like invigoration that you feel when you work out. And so even though I did very minimally, and then I did 25 more jumping jacks after that. And
So you hit 50?
so I hit 50 jumping jacks, 3.5 blocks, and 5 push-ups.
5.
I
bro.
know. Whatever, I know.
You didn't do any crunches?
I didn't do any crunches. But dude, I'm being
Did you just start drinking when you got home? Be honest.
I mean, I started drinking before I started.
Oh, I wonder if that had anything to do with it. Work out sober is my advice. Just work out first thing. And then
Yeah.
you feel like you
That's
earned
what
a beer.
every night I tell myself that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wake up and start this regiment, and then I don't. And then, but today, it was
Okay.
less than you think though. It was like I drank like I had less than a 12-ounce beer from the night before, and I just woke up and I did drink it because I drink beer like all the time. And It's
Yeah.
bad, I know.
So you
But I
drink a
drank
flat
that.
morning beer?
I drank that, and then chilled with Kat for a little bit, and then she was getting ready to go work out over at our old house, and that's when I did the jumping jacks and the 5 push-ups, and then
Now I
My-
actually understand your push-up goal. I do.
it's really not good, dude. But
Everybody's different.
I'm
yeah.
trying to be
Now I understand.
realistic, dude. Like, cause I feel like because my goal.
Because what was it, 25?
what
push-ups?
I think I said 30, but I really
Okay,
think it was
30?
more.
Yeah, no, 30. So everybody's weak in different areas.
I'm weak,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? But if you were doing like, is it a daily goal?
Yeah, that's what I want to
Okay.
do every day.
So a daily goal, if I was to set a daily goal at 30 pull-ups, that I would be super cool with that.
Break
Like,
it down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but everybody's weak in different ways. You know what I mean? My back's weak. Like pull-ups are hard for me.
Yeah, dude.
So-
Like, if I was gonna do a 30 pull-up goal, that'd be for like.
Doesn't have to be all at
month.
once. It doesn't have to
One
be
a
all
day
at once. No,
would be
do like
good.
five at a time. Hit 30 a day
Yeah,
or 6 at a
exactly.
time.
And like, but dude, don't get me wrong, dude. I honestly thought I was gonna be able to do 10 push-ups easy, and I probably could have. I did not push myself at all.
See,
As
that's
soon as-
weird because the last time I did that with myself, I was like, I bet I could do 50 push-ups.
Mm.
But I did. I did 50
always-
push-ups.
Well, that's good.
But I've been
mean,
working out for years, man.
Well,
like,
dude, like I told Kat, like when I was in high school, man.
that was
I-
a long time
I
ago,
know it
man.
was a long time ago, but I'm saying like I was very disciplined. I would get up and go to the
It was
gym.
like 16 years ago, Dave.
What I'm saying is I know what it's like to have a disciplined regimen of workout.
Yeah.
And I would get up
And
at
that's
5
important.
I would be at the school at 5:30 and work out for an hour and a half with the baseball team before like an hour and be done an hour before like first period even started. Like I know what it's like. I have just allowed myself to become lazy. The excess of beer doesn't help. It just happens to be my favorite thing to drink. And I mean, I'm gonna, dude. I'm not stupid. All I know is that shit. I will cut up that shit out naturally. Like, I mean, already, like just doing a jog today, and a little bit of a work, like calisthenics or whatever. Like, it already made me drink less. Like,
Huh.
I mean, just naturally. Obviously, if I'm working out, I'm not drinking while I'm working out.
Right.
Like, I mean, it cuts shit down, and it increases my desire to eat healthier foods too. So it's like I know what I need to do. I just need to do it at my own pace, I guess.
No, but
now,
what you did, say you're trying to chip a hole through ice, you
Mhm.
put a fucking pin in there.
That's right.
And you fucking bam, you hit it once.
Yeah.
You fucking ting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Thank you for seeing it like that, because that's how I see it.
Because
And even
it's hard, bro. I totally understand.
And it's harder the fatter you get too, and the more you like. I mean,
I bet.
and like even Kat was like, I told her, like I thought I was gonna die after 3 blocks. She's like, doesn't matter. That's awesome that you did it today. Like
Yeah.
you started.
No, that's huge. And
Yeah.
anybody out there listening, just anything, just start. Make a
Anything.
small
And that's
goal,
why I made
reach
this-
it,
yeah.
and grow it.
That's why I had that such a small number for my push-up goal for the day. Is because
Well,
like
now I understand.
I'm just
You
trying
don't
to
have the
break it.
strongest chest. Yeah.
No, not at
5
all.
push-ups is hard. Right.
It's not even
But
like
5 pull-ups is hard for me, man, is
see,
what I'm
5
saying.
pull-ups is
People
yeah.
are different strengths, I can
Yeah.
do 10, but even 5, like I start to feel real strain
right,
at 5,
right.
So I totally understand. Everybody has different strengths and weaknesses. Mine's in my tits.
I just need the way I look at it is if I just, dude, I've been doing no workout for the past 3 or 4 years. If I just fucking do a little bit a day, eventually that will just naturally progress. Like, I mean, eventually I'm not going to get tired after 2.5 blocks and need to walk.
No.
Like, eventually I'll
No.
be able to run a lot, and I will keep
and 5
doing
push-ups is going to get boring.
It's
You're
good.
like, I can
That's
do
going
more.
to turn into
Yeah.
10 and 10.
Totally.
So, but just like starting, and even let's say I didn't improve. Okay, well, I'm still going to do 50 jumping jacks, 5 push-ups, and run 3.5 blocks a day. That's still better than what I've been doing the past 3 or 4 years, which has been nothing.
It's definitely better, but it is not something to be proud of.
I'm not
necessarily.
proud, dude.
Right.
Don't
no,
get me wrong.
No, starting, you are. That is a reason to be proud. But, like,
I'm not even proud
2
of that.
months in,
Yeah.
that's nothing to be, you know what I mean? So,
No, I
but you'll
understand.
feel that.
That's
You're
why-
going to be like,
yeah.
I can do more. And
I
then
just-
you'll just do more. But
Right.
as your body gets used to doing these actions, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
just,
acclimate.
It's just like, or build a tolerance.
Yeah,
Oops,
and just
sorry.
grow your goals,
Yeah.
Constantly make it difficult for yourself is important.
That's the main thing
It's
with
good to be hard.
exercise, too.
Yeah,
It's good to be hard.
no, I'm saying you gotta push it a little past where you want to go, just a little every time,
Right.
like whether that's 5 push-ups
Yeah.
or pull-ups or 8, or 10, like, it just gets a little harder every time,
Right,
but you
right,
gotta
right.
push it a little past your comfort zone.
Yeah, like instead of 5, because I do have a little bit of a background in physical fitness, so like I do know that like when I stopped at 5, I even thought you could have got 7, like easy,
Right.
like, and I could
well,
have,
that's good.
and I should have pushed myself, but
But
the fact that
maybe
I at
that'll
least,
make you way less sore.
well, maybe.
That's one of the things that immediately deters people from
Right.
working out is the first time they go too hard because they could get 7
right,
and then they're destroyed, you
Yeah.
know? Whereas if they would have stopped at 5, I say take it easy for 2 weeks and then
then
start to push
pushing?
it, yeah.
Okay, cool,
or at least, 10 days, just fucking
right.
I suggest easing in.
Yeah, dude.
Otherwise you're going to be
I watched the fucking part of the first 7 minutes of our podcast the other day, and all I could focus on was my big ass stomach.
Really? I didn't
Dude.
even notice.
Well, I mean, most people probably wouldn't. Most people probably wouldn't, but like, it's when it's you notice your flaws
you look at
before
you,
anybody
yeah.
else. And I was just wearing just a undershirt, and I did not think I looked that fat, but I
There's just
felt
like a crease because it was an undershirt.
But when I watched like part of the video, I was like, God damn it, dude! Like,
we did another podcast after that.
I know, and I was even more drunk.
Probably got worse.
I know, but you know what's also it's nothing that I really like give too much of a shit about because it's something that I have told myself for the past 2 years. Because 2 years ago, skinny, almost as skinny as you.
I've
But-
seen like videos and shit from your past.
But I did, yeah, and I've gained a lot of weight.
Dave
And
ate Dave,
it's all beer weight, basically, dude.
I get it. That's why I work out, because I
Kat
drink a
told me,
lot.
Kat told me the other day you're getting a burp belly.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I know it is.
I can see that.
That's the BB. That's the burp belly. But you know what? I'm gonna try and. It's not terrible yet. It's like my face has gotten a little fatter, and my belly. But like, really, it's the when I see myself in the mirror, the face, like, I want my face to be what my face is supposed to be again. So like, it motivates me to like.
That's awesome, man.
And honestly, dude, like, oh, man, I've allowed myself to get lazy with my situation the past 3 years, just like working at a brewery, like I can sit at home
Situation
and drink.
meaning drinking?
Well, essentially, because it's like
drinking discipline.
Well, what I mean is that I have allowed myself to like.
And you're
if
allowed
I don't
to
work,
drink at work.
Allowed is a loose term.
But you get shift beers, like.
Yeah, and then there's also other opportunities, but like.
Obviously, yeah.
I mean, it's a brewery, but like. The thing is, if I don't work till 3:30, I will wake up at 10, and I can technically drink beer for like 5 hours before I go into work, and I usually do because it doesn't affect my job negatively, and nobody there is really gonna give a shit, and nobody can tell, and that's even more of a problem. Is that like I can drink
tell.
So much.
You're really polite to strangers, but to friends, Drunk Dave is a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, well, I'm just more like blunt.
Oh yeah, a little more aggressive. Yeah, Drunk Dave.
But I'm saying I don't even go in drunk though. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. And like,
no, because you have a tolerance, so you're buzzed.
I have such a tolerance.
But you're already desensitized to like the world almost. Like if you get like an exercise regimen kind of going on, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm trying to do.
Just do small numbers every day.
Look.
Just keep it. If you do it every day, it will affect your habits because afterwards you're going to want water.
Look, I wrote that down because I care.
Yeah.
That's my exercise regimen. It's probably a laughter to most
no, it's
people.
Good.
But like,
it's a starter package.
That's great, if I do that shit starting, I started today. Now I'm drunk, so it's fucking. I guess it don't matter, but like, it does matter. Even if you're drinking, if you do a little bit of exercise a day, it's so much healthier for you than.
Yeah, it gets the blood pumping. It's very good.
I told Kat.
Very good.
Yeah, I was like, I actually
make an effort and you'll notice.
Because like, the past. Like 2 weeks of the quarantine, dude, I've just been like still just drinking the same, but like I'll feel this like laziness in my bones and my body, and I'll try and do like
because you're not moving for work.
I'll try and do a quick stretch, and it feels good for a second, but it's not like actually working out.
It goes right back.
It's not like going on a jog. It's not like doing 50 to 100 jumping jacks. It's like.
Are you interested in doing beer yoga?
What is beer yoga?
So my boy Mike, I forget.
Beer yoga.
My boy Mike from Ska.
Mike Beer Yoga.
Mike Grinnell. He does beer yoga at the Lauderhouse in Farmington, but since everything's shut down, he's doing online stuff, and he's doing it once a week, and everybody has a beer, but it's all online now. But you have like a mat or a carpet or whatever, an area to do it, and you put your laptop in front of it, if it has a camera on it, or phone, whatever, and you go through the poses with everybody though, and you drink, and there's like drink breaks and
like a drink, like a shot, or like you chug a beer.
Well, it's beer, not chug. You take a drink of beer, but you could totally drink like 2 beers in a beer yoga session.
Well, I mean, it sounds fun. I mean, I don't know. See, that's the thing. All right, and so hear me out. I am interested in yoga, but I almost feel like I need to do like just regular exercise for like a month or two first to be able to even start to begin to be that flexible.
I think yoga, well, that's the thing. You only go to your own limit, and you're in your own home. Like, judgment is very little.
Limited.
Yeah, the only person
So okay, so you don't have. All right, I guess I just thought.
Well, during
you had
these
to-
times, it's all online. You know.
I know, but I mean, like, I thought with yoga you had to be like pretty goddamn limber already, and
No,
I'm
there's
not.
there's levels. You know what I mean? You do so you see a pose and you do as much as you can of that pose because they all start with like a limited flexibility position and then you go more and like touching your toes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you only go as far as you can, but that progresses over time. But if you spend 2 minutes in that position, like that's really gonna lengthen your muscles and it's an effort. But if you're doing it alongside other people online, maybe I'll be more motivated to do it. I'm talking about myself here because I
Sure.
hate stretching. But if I signed up, which I did on Monday or Tuesday this week, I'm doing a beer yoga class online
Okay.
with my boy Mike.
Cool.
And so I'm gonna force myself to stretch for that long, you know?
So, okay, yeah. Give me info about that. I might join you on that
All right.
online
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause, dude, I want to be more fit like I was my whole life.
And
You
it
know?
starts baby steps, man. Baby steps. And then you just get bored with the baby steps and you start moving up.
That's right.
know?
And that's exactly what I assumed. That's why I wrote out a workout regimen that I feel like is practical for my just situation
Yeah,
right now,
your
my
physique.
body,
Yeah, your
physique. Yeah.
Physical.
And it's like it's something again, like even you started to scoff at it, but then you realized what I was doing.
Well, I'm just
with
strong in
the-
different ways. Yeah. My back's
It's
not very
different.
strong, but my chest is. I can do a lot of push-ups, but
Oh,
pull-ups
right,
are
yeah.
hard, you know?
Yeah.
So
Right. See,
I
and-
realized as you explained yourself, but yeah, I'm just an asshole that
No,
doesn't
stop
realize
calling
other people
yourself
have
an asshole.
different
I mean, dude,
situations.
listen, just let your friends call you an asshole. Stop doing it to yourself.
Well, I just don't want to be cocky.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
You're a cocky piece of shit, arrogant asshole.
Coming from
This
David
Polish
Oakley,
piece of
everybody.
shit.
This,
That
the
Polish-
self-proclaimed Polish sausage himself.
Dude, I can't help it that my Polish sausage is the same distance as my height.
Yeah.
Yep, I just wanted to kill myself and then just fire myself at the same time.
Everybody just wishes you would have went through with it.
Shit. Yeah, dude.
That's why we're good friends, because we can say shit like that to each other.
Dude, that's hilarious. You think we're good friends. I fucking hate you. You're a terrible
Yeah.
person. Even worse comic.
Yeah.
So you should just die.
That's why this is our third podcast recorded in 5 days.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how much me and Dave hate each other.
I know. Actually, I'm going
Arr.
to tell the place where I got a job today. I'm saying, listen, this dude does not have he hasn't worked at Steamworks, but he's my best friend in town. That's what I was going to say. He's my best friend in town. I'm going to get you that job, dude. I thought about you right away.
Thanks, man.
I mean it. You
I
are.
appreciate it, man.
I mean, other than Kat.
No, I can use
you-
work. Don't get me wrong. I can use work. I
Other
appreciate
than
it.
Kat, you are. You are my best friend in town, dude. Like,
Aw.
you're the only person I know that's a good person.
And how cool is it that the women in our lives get along just so well,
I know, and they know how to drive
They are
to drug
currently-
places.
entertaining each other,
Yeah. Yeah.
which gives
That's
us
awesome.
time to just dick off and act like we're big important. No, we're recording. No, this is important.
It's all right, dude.
Everybody listening is like, yeah, you're fucking.
Nah, dude. I'm going to get you this fucking job, dude. I really hope so.
I really hope so.
Well,
Your boy's getting work, son.
Yeah, hopefully.
Whatever. I'm dropping resumes at the butcher, at the nurseries, because I can
Nurseries.
nurseries as far as plants.
Fucking.
Your boy's got a green thumb. Might as well
It
get a
looks like-
paycheck for
Hey,
it.
dude, look. The shadow looks like the middle finger on. It looks like the middle finger emoji, dude. Hold on. That is fucking perfect. Hey, GoPro, get this.
Hey, the GoPro's not gonna
Senor
get it.
GoPro. Hold on.
Oh shit, I fucked it up.
You fucked it all up. Yeah, there we go.
All right, do it. We got a whole.
I'm gonna say, what's up, Drew?
Yeah, fucking Drew. I feel like we should call him.
Oh, let's call Drew. Dude,
Worst
look,
case scenario,
look.
we got 3 minutes.
Am I tripping or is that pretty good?
No, that's great.
All right.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we get no answer, but
Why is the clicking?
give it a sec.
Yeah, you give it a
Let
sec.
it settle, bitch.
You let it settle.
You don't know anything about this world.
You don't know anything about this.
Dicks? Yeah, I agree. You know way more
You
about
know what they
dicks than me.
taste like. I don't. You're the one that talks about it.
It's
I
a
know
funny
it.
punchline,
I
but
know a dick when I taste one.
yeah, just
Hey, father.
burning my best punchline. Yeah.
Dude, you.
Real piece of shit.
Hey, dude, you gave up my job when I didn't want it.
That's fair.
All right, we're even. I love you.
So gotta yell or talk loud, 'cause I think it goes to the phone mic.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder if he's gonna answer. He's just gonna be a real piece of shit. It's a good time to get
Bikes! Ah, blah 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 blah. Can't give his number out, you son of a bitch.
I wouldn't worry about it. It's 5:33. Who else could we call?
Let's call your mother. No, let's not do that.
My mom's pretty cool.
I know, but how do I tag you this motherfucker? I'm trying to say to Drew Mitchell from Greenlight Weekend Podcast.
He's on Facebook.
I know, but it's not tagging.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Drew's very very mysterious on the social medias. All right, this is kind of slowing down. Maybe want to end this one,
Hell no.
and then we
Let's
can
speed it back
start
up.
another one if we so desire.
We desire.
Yeah,
All
so
right,
we'll
let's
start
get it.
another one.
All
But
right,
90
fine.
minutes seems to be the limit when you're on video, because
it's
other than
all
that,
about-
I cannot fucking edit a video that contains all of this.
Okay.
Because it's me and you,
Let's end it.
your mama and your cousin too.
Let's end it and start another one in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
I love everybody. You're all beautiful people. Dave, you got anything to say?
Yeah, dude. I still got the residual cum from your dog's butthole on my ear.
All right, at Dave O Laughs on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram. I'm drunk. Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook. Greenlightweekend@gmail.com. We're looking for new music. If you're a local musician listening to this and you want to submit some music, hit us up, greenlightweekend@gmail.com. All right. Thank you, Dave Oakley. I love you. You're a real piece of shit
I love you
in
too.
these quarantine times. Damn it. All right. Peace.
Peace, nigga.
So basically, my name is Trip. Yeah. You can call me whatever you want. Alright, I'm just gonna be fly. Give me some of that, give me some of that. What it is you really bringing to the table, Jack? Get it chopping like a little lumberjack. Let the homie bring it back when I write a little rap, huh? What you think about that? I know you ain't thinking this swag. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to sound too cocky. I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. Circle me still rapping on Dilla. Yeah, rapping all the spots I live, the people know I killed them. That's right. Turn off the lights, give me a light. We the brightest in this building. And throw up them hands if y'all really feel me. That's some realness, it's chronic flow. Yeah, I got a chronic illness, and I want the world to feel this. Yo, that's just how I kill it. How do I cure it then? They wondering about the antidote. Just put them headphones on, man, that's the dope. Yeah, give them a dose of rap, then I can toast to that. Knew that I hold my craft, doing it, I'm in the soda rap. This American cat, but my ears ain't wet. Been working, dog, working my ass to death. Oh, yes, said it ain't easy. I never had no freebie. Them rappers giving handouts, but I stand out to completely better than Weezy, better than Jeezy, better than Jay-Z. This just crazy. I'm so amazing, never been lazy. When it comes to spin, but nobody wanna play me. I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. I'm taking all my people on a new ride. Do right, that's good business. Talking about more than riches, but rappers keep blowing up just like the 4th of July. Said, oh my, that record label must be out of their mind. I know that their flowing ain't better than mine. Yeah, like they pulled this cat right out of the sky. Yo, I'm tired of these magicians, they tricking the sinner's eyes. I keep trucking, pushing around in my bucket. Coming up, I'm 25, and man, I'm feeling real lucky. Got something big on the way, I keep that radio bumping all season. Ain't no reason that them stations give me no love, and I love it. And I give it all to the public. I'm busting, I'm running, I'm jumping round. All of the dumbest prima donnas. Did they forget the day and come up from nothing? I want nothing of it. The front and man, I'm pushing my buttons, okay? I'm just feeling yep, alright. Yep, alright. Yep, alright. I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always. No doubt about it, I'm gon' do this always.